Hello, everybody. Okay, today I thought it would be kind of fun to do something a little bit different. Normally, I show you guys a tiny little sneak peek of what I'm working on for the weekend. But today I thought it'd be kind of fun to do a little Q&A session. Because over the last couple months on Facebook, I've actually gotten quite a few questions and comments. And I don't always have time to individually answer everybody, but I do want everybody to know that I do read all of the questions and the comments, and I appreciate all of them. Now, for privacy purposes, I'm not going to use anybody's username off of Facebook. So hopefully if you sent me a question and I address it today, you'll recognize that that was the one that you sent in to me. So without further ado, let's get started. I have my little handy dandy notebook right here, and I wrote down some of the questions so then I can go ahead and answer them. So the first one is, are you competing in the Face of Halloween? Now, this was a question sent to me back in September, and I'm really sorry I wasn't able to get back with you until now. But no, I have never competed in that contest. And by nature, I'm really not a very competitive person, so I don't really think I would ever enter any contests like for makeup application or for cosplay. And to be quite honest, I have gone to a lot of comic book cons in my local area, and I've never even entered a cosplay contest. However, there is a costume that I do plan on working on, and hopefully I will be able to get it completed next year, and I'll be able to show all of you guys. And that is actually an original creation. So that would probably be something that I might wear in a cosplay costume contest at one of the local cons. But other than that, I've never entered any contests for any makeup application or costumes, and I really don't have any plans to do that. I do love watching Face Off though, like all of the old seasons. I do watch it and I rewatch all of the seasons. I think it's a lot of fun and it's very inspirational to have it on while I'm working. So I do enjoy watching other people compete, but as a person myself, like I said, I'm really not a very competitive person, so I just can't really see myself entering any contests. Okay, on to the next question. And this was just something that somebody said that they didn't mean to offend me at all, but they wanted to know if I have an OnlyFans account. And I do not have an OnlyFans account. I have nothing against OnlyFans. I think it's really cool. And, everybody needs to do their own thing. But personally, I don't have one. I have been kind of contemplating the idea of starting a Patreon account, and hopefully you guys know what that is, but basically it is a service where artists and entertainers will go online and create an account, and you can be a patron. You can support people financially, and it could be something like $1 a month or $5 a month, and you do get some little perks as opposed to just the general posts on Facebook. So I am actually thinking about starting a Patreon account. Let me know in the comments if you guys would support me in an endeavor like that and pay, like $1 a month or $5 a month to be able to see things before other people see them, or see things that other people don't see at all in the costume making and prop making process. Okay, the next question is, am I my own creation? And they were referring to other horror hosts such as Marlena Midnight and Spenguli. So I think I understand what the question is. So the difference between me and them is they've created a character that they are every single week. They come out as the same character and then do their horror hosting. Whereas me, I am my own creation. This is what I look like every single day. I just got home from work a little while ago. So if you were to meet me in person, this is what I look like. So I don't have a character. I am Claudine Creates because that's my name, and I create lots of different things, whether it's costumes, props, drawings, the videos, the video content, the comedy, loosely comedy that I create. That's like my character, but it is me in a nutshell. So yes, I am my own creation. Okay, on to the next question. Actually, this was a little bit more of a request. So I had a request to do the costume for ISIS. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her, but there was a TV show on, and it ran for 2 seasons in 1975, and I believe the title of the show was The Secrets of Isis. And I used to watch that show when I was a little girl, and I absolutely loved it. So to answer your question, yes, I actually have thought about recreating that costume. That is something that I really would like to do. And I actually own a comic book that I found a few years ago from the ISIS TV show. So if you guys aren't familiar, you should Google it because she has a really, really cool costume. She has this amulet, and she would hold up the amulet and she would say, I believe by the power of Isis. And then she would turn into this like superhero goddess. And it starred, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, it starred Joanna Cameron. Moving along to the very, very last question. And this was submitted a couple of weeks ago. So I had somebody ask for a little bit of help on making a costume. So they're going to be making a Slender Man costume, and they're going to be walking on stilts. So I have to say that sounds super cool, and I would absolutely love to see your costume when you are all done. But what the question was what kind of fabric would I recommend using for the pants to cover the stilts? So I did a little bit of research as to what exactly the costume looks like. It's basically a black suit. And the person wanted something that was silky but yet durable. So I thought about it a little bit, and what my recommendation would be to find a really nice heavy-duty polyester fabric. Now I know with Joann Fabrics being closed, it's actually kind of hard to find fabric these days, so I would suggest maybe going to Michael's or potentially Walmart, because I know both of those stores have a small selection of fabric. But I also have one other suggestion of where you can find some decent fabric. So I think a good source of fabric would be to look for nice polyester black curtains, like drapes, but make sure that they don't have the white coating on the inside. They do make room darkening curtains that have like a very thick plastic liner on the inside. So just a nice polyester curtain, because you can get a really long length of curtain, like at least 80 inches long off of Amazon. You can buy several panels and then piece them together to make the pants. And it would be relatively cheap because fabric is expensive. And if there's one thing I know, it's how to save money. So my go-to is usually sheets and curtains, but I do think polyester curtains would work really well for the pants portion of your suit. Now, again, like for the top half, I think you would just have to find just a nice black men's suit. But the bottom part, since you're not going to see the waist, they could actually be sewn like pajama pants with just a piece of elastic around there that you pull on and then put your suit right over the top. And like I said, polyester would have a nice drape. They're thick and they should be relatively durable. So good luck with that, and I hope it works out well. Let me know what you ended up choosing for your costume. Okay, that's it. Those are all the questions that I've accumulated over the last couple months. So Dr. Z and I would like to thank you guys for all of your really cool questions and comments over Facebook. And if you have anything else you'd like to ask me, go ahead and shoot me a message. Like I said, I do see everything, but I'm not always able to individually answer everybody on Facebook. And if you guys think this is cool, let me know. I'll try to continue to do more Q&A sessions on Wednesdays just to kind of break it up a little bit and show you guys something a little bit different. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys very soon.